TNT Radio. Tu radio en internet.
Paradise lost first album in 5 years, following 2020's critically acclaimed Obsidian, was produced by guitarist Gregor Mockington and mixed mastered by Lawrence McRoy. Ascension is a testament to the band's longevity and relevance over their 35-year career, encompassing their signature styles of gothic, death, and doom fans have cherished along the way. We speak with Nick to find out more about their new release. Hi, Nick. What's cracking now?
Hi, just doing promotion and interviews for the new album. That's pretty much what we're doing at the moment.
Excellent. Overall, this is a very solemn album, one that carries a sense of weight and intention from start to finish. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, completely. But that's the sort of stuff we like to hear, and we're all very solemn now that we're getting quite old as well, I guess. So we're kind of getting to that point in our lives where we're feeling quite solemn for most of the day, actually. So yeah, it kind of fits in with our mindset on life, I think.
Okay, well, that's my feeling. We will see in the development on the interview the reason because I said that. Just one thing, do you mind if I direct the interview? It's just for our social media.
If you what, sorry?
If I could direct the interview.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you need to do, yeah.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, just maybe we are going to release a brief part of it for our social media. Okay. Concept-wise, the album feels at least it's my feeling, like a collision between mythical figures and raw personal emotions. Is that mix that gives the whole thing such depth?
I don't know really. I mean, it's up to each person to kind of get what they want to get from it. I mean, for us, we've always liked to write songs that give us kind of the hair stand up at the back of our necks, and we get like goosebumps. That's the sort of thing we go for with songs, and we've always sort of tried to aim for that. But we also have a love of this kind of music. This is the sort of music we like to listen to. I mean, when we started the band back in the 80s, you know, first and foremost, we just wanted to make music that we like to listen to, you know, and we still do that, you know. We've never not done that. I guess maybe that's why we've managed to stay around for all these years, because we've always kind of done what we wanted to do, you know. So are we still? I guess we're still here doing it, you know.
Yeah, that's cool because your career is such a long one, and it's very nice to be there. One of the big talking points in the blend of guttural and clear vocals, and the way it just works. It's a bold choice, but it makes the songs hit harder while keeping them dynamic. Do you think is that the perfect balance to catch the audience?
Yeah, it's whatever's required for the track. I mean, if it's a harder hitting riff, then it will sound better with the growling vocals, and vice versa. If it's softer, it's better with clean. But it's about being appropriate and adding the appropriate style to the music, and hopefully one will complement the other. But I mean, when I write the lyrics and the vocals, I usually do clean voices and the growl voice over nearly everything to see what's going to work out best. So, but yeah, it's about dynamics, like you said. I mean, it's all about that, and you know, it's more, and it makes it more interesting as well, you know.
Yeah, I suppose so, because it's maybe more easy to listen to, maybe for everyone. Let's speak about some of the songs of Ascension. For example, Lay a Breath Upon the Wall kicks off with an acoustic intro, setting the tone before things get darker and heavier, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, it starts off and then it kind of kicks you in the teeth when it kicks in. I mean, that's the whole point of it. Definitely it's about building it and then bang. Yeah, absolutely. That was all definitely done on purpose.
Right. For example, I was listening to Sirens, and I think it's one of the more epic tracks with thrash touches and even hints of oriental vibe in the guitar work. What's your take on that?
I know the part you mean. The middle section does have that kind of vibe to it. Yeah, it's a song with many parts. It was kind of put together over quite a bit of time, that song. Some songs were done in one time period, and then other songs were done maybe 3 years ago, and then in the last year. So the songs that we revisited and changed, and I think it's kind of made the whole album quite varied in that respect. That we've come back to old songs and then revamped them, and then we've just done new songs within the newer time period. But I mean, yeah, Sirens was kind of we revisited many times, and it is quite a lot of different parts in that song, for sure. And it's quite layered in that respect, definitely.
Yeah. Speaking now about the art part, the cover art is George Frederick Batt's The Cart of Death, an allegory symbolizing the inevitability of death and the quality of all humans before it. Is it a fitting choice for an album so concerned with transcendence or kind of that?
I mean, first and foremost, it's about the visual aspect. I mean, art is so subjective. Anyway, it's more subjective than music. I think it's very specific to your tastes. But I mean, we've always wanted to have a grand master type, Renaissance type painting for an album cover, which we've never done in all our years. So Greg found this painting, and straight away I liked it straight away. So then obviously you just look at the situation of if you can actually legally use it. That's the other thing. So yeah, but I mean, we clicked with it straight away, and it kind of fits in with everything about the band. I think the dark element of it, and but the original painting is a huge piece of work. I think it's an enormous piece of work, but it doesn't look it obviously in the picture like it would be. But it's a very, very tall piece of work, which we didn't know about. I think it's in an art gallery in Bristol in the UK. I think it is. So we're hoping to go and see.
I think it's in the National Gallery.
Right, is it there now? I think at one point it was in Bristol, but we're hoping to go and visit it anyway at some point, and to see them, maybe hopefully get some photographs with it and what have you. But yeah, it was a simpler thing of just liking something. I mean, it's that simple, but it is very, very when you're doing artwork, it's very difficult to agree on things with artwork, and it can take a long time for everyone to be happy with it, and it's one of the hardest things when you're doing a new album, because there are so many emails about artwork. But this time it was kind of quite easy because we liked everything immediately.
That's cool. I'm very hard to get into that when you work with many people. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Even the album title plays with ideas of faith and belief, maybe paradise, heaven, maybe even paganism, satanism, or occultism. In my opinion, is that tension between religion and atheism that makes it so intriguing. Did you feel the same when composing it?
I mean, for me, life's about just doing the best that you can and with what you've given. And I find everything in life is about luck. Most things are about luck. You can only have so much, regardless of your skill set. You can still have horrible things thrown at you. So it's about just doing the best with what you've got, and hopefully, because you never know what's around the corner. This is the thing with life, and it doesn't matter how successful you are or how unsuccessful you are in anything you do, you just don't know what's around that corner, and anything can get you. So that uncertainty that every person has, I always found that very interesting. The religious aspect, I'm not too, if people believe in something that was going to take them onto a higher ground after they die, then that's fine. I mean, I've got no problem with that. I don't kind of dwell on the religious aspect because I'm not religious at all. I've no interest in it, but I do find it interesting why people have beliefs. That's way more interesting to me than the actual belief itself. If people have belief in something, whatever it may be, if they want to join a cult, I'm more interested in why they joined the cult than about the cult. So it's the kind of how and why is more interesting to me than the actual the deal itself.
The actual thing. Yeah. I know what you mean. It's more the study of or understanding the behavior of humans more than the religion or the
It is. It's far more interesting. I mean, it's I mean, I always kind of, if someone's done something that I find quite unusual or character, I would first think, well, what's done this? What happened a month ago that made them think this? And I kind of I need the backstory,
yeah. You need the context.
Right. Yeah. Then it's kind of more, and then I can forget about the choice. It's just why they did the choice.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. The other single that have been already dropped, Silence Like the Grave, Serpent on the Cross, and Tyrant Serenade. What was the reception been so far?
It's been great, absolutely great. Yeah, we tend not to choose our own singles. I mean, we have to approve them, but we don't necessarily. As a band, we stopped writing singles a long time ago. I mean, we grew up in the MTV generation of bands, and everything was about the video and everything was about the single, and we kind of got so pissed off with that aspect of it that 15 years ago, we said, you know what, forget it. We're just going to write an album, and then at the end, we'll see what everyone thinks should be put forward as a single. So, when I listen to the album, it's like one piece of music for me. It's not like separate songs. The whole thing is the thing to me. But I guess, what everyone throws their opinion in, and then it kind of comes down to those 3 tracks, which is what it did. And it was the same with the last album as well,
Yeah, but I maybe decided to get to these 3 singles because maybe they can do or give us an idea of what Ascension is. For example, Silence Like the Grave hits harder with more aggressive guttural vocals, and maybe the guitar melody here is very hypnotic, almost addictive, I could say.
I mean, I would say Serpent on the Cross is an obvious choice, personally. I mean, I think it's an obvious choice. It represents Paradise Lost so well. As soon as it starts, it's clearly Paradise Lost song, which I really like the familiarity aspect of that. But yeah, I mean, the first 2 songs, Serpent and Silence, they were quite heavy, but then I think a lot of people thought perhaps it was all going to be growly vocals, but then there's lots of stuff that isn't like that. But that's obviously when we did Tyrant Serenade, then people realised, okay, there is some clean stuff there as well. So
yeah, it's pretty balanced as well. For example, Serpent on the Cross stay true to the band's trademark darkness, but this time the spotlight is on the riffs and that heavy, ever-pressing guitar that gives the song its massive sound. What's your take on that?
I mean, the guitar, the chorus on the guitar line is a classic kind of trademark of Paradise. I mean, Greg's playing style is very specific. It's very unique to the band. It is the sound of the band, I think, and it always has been since we began. So when you hear that kind of melodic chorus with the lead there, that's for me, that's the sound of the band. And like I said a few minutes ago, as soon as it starts, it's clearly classic sort of Paradise Lost sound, hopefully. And it's a great way to open up the album, bearing that in mind, I think,
Yeah, totally. And at last, Tyrant Serenade brings clean vocals more to the front, though still with gutturals to do that contrast very, very with the brown of Paradise.
Yeah, I mean, it's there was a kind of question answer chorus, which is the one voice and another voice and a question answer. That's what I always kind of refer to it as when there's 2 voices, a question answer. It's that song again. That was kind of done over two time periods and then brought together. But it's quite interesting to do that. I mean, luckily we were lucky enough to have time to kind of have a bit of retrospect on music and go back and listen to things again, and then bring it forward from the past and bring it forward. And so we've luckily had quite a lot of time. We've had 5 years to make this album, although we've been doing other things as well, but 5 sort of years on and off. So we've been lucky enough to have that and revisit songs which we thought we weren't going to use, and then we thought, oh, hang on, we can change it. And a lot of music and outside influences change how you feel about things over years. And I think, as a result, the whole album's more varied as a result of that,
Yeah, I think as a result of that, the album is more complex as well.
Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, you can go back to something and you think, oh, hang on, this riff would sound better if it was like this. Or sometimes if you don't have enough time to write albums, generally speaking, we usually have enough time to do it. But I mean, if you're touring, we're not a band that can tour and write. We've never been like that. It's nice to have to separate the two, so you can be in your own space and to work on music. I guess if you were touring nonstop and trying to write, everything you did would probably end up sounding the same. I think things would be, if you're writing song after song after song, I think everything will get very familiar, a bit overly familiar too quickly. So I think you can have too long to write music. Definitely you can have too long, but you can definitely have too short time as well.
Yeah, that's true as well. And in my opinion, the overall feeling is deeply introspective, reflective, and even transcendent. Like it's reaching beyond earthly life. The guitar work throughout is nothing short of impressive as well. But what's your intention to give that feeling to Ascension?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we're big fans of music soundtracks as well. I mean, I think people overlook how important music is in cinema as well, because if you're feeling very emotional at a scene, it's probably the music that's really assisting your emotions there. You take the music off a lot of things and it will not have the same impact at all, and it's such a, I mean, people are aware of this, but I really think about this a lot. And if you certain words at certain times in songs can really trigger emotions or thoughts or melancholy and I when I'm writing lyrics, I always think about that aspect of it. And I know Greg's exactly the same as I am with this. It's all about, you can create a story in your head with the music, and it can take you to a place, and that's what it's about. It's about escapism, and there's nothing, happy music has always made us feel genuinely miserable, as opposed to reflective or slightly melancholic in a nice kind of nostalgic sense. So for us, it's about kind of going away into a sort of nice little place, I guess, but so yeah, man, for us, it's like a soundtrack, almost trying to create a kind of soundtrack without the visual aspect, I guess.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. We can use it for a new film or something like that. So one last thing, the more, or it's my feeling, the more you listen to the album, the more it grows on you. There are so many layers and hidden details tucked into songs that maybe on the surface might feel straightforward, but reveal themselves over time. Was it hard to build this album, to compose it? Although it took 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's if you got time, you can go back to things and check them again and add things or subtract things, and it's about having time to really craft the song. I mean, it's also, if songs are too instant, if you like them the first listen, or you think it's amazing first listen, after a while it can kind of get boring quickly. So it's good to have things that are quite slightly layered. I mean, you want to capture people's interest and then let them explore the song more, and rather than just think, yes, it's like you would do with like maybe radio songs that you hear on the radio, etc. But it's good to have something that you can kind of dive into more and get behind it more, and like you say, it grows on you more. But also you've got to have a certain element of catchiness immediately as well. So you've got to kind of find a happy medium between the two. But I still maintain that the time we had to work on it has really been beneficial, I think.
Yeah. In the result confirms that. And Before we grow up, what can fans expect from your upcoming European tour? Any surprises in the set list or special shows you're especially excited about? Although that's about unforgivable, you don't come to Spain.
Well, I mean, we're going to be doing two legs of the European tour, so I guess the second leg will be Spain. So, I mean, we're still organised. We've got a special one-off show coming up in Leeds in the UK, where next week actually, where we're going to play some new songs at that, and then we're changing around the set list quite a bit. But I mean, we've always got to do the kind of typical PL songs that everyone wants to hear. We still try and play them as well. So, but yeah, as far as Spain goes, we got the second leg. We will be coming to Spain, so we will definitely be doing some headline shows there next year. I think it's kind of they're looking at doing that now. So.
Okay, glad to hear that. Nick, that's all for now. Thank you so much for sharing all these insights and taking the time to talk with us. It's been a real pleasure, and we can't wait to see how Ascension connects with listeners out there.
Yeah, totally looking forward to it. I hope everyone enjoys it. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Great.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.